So we haven't talked about Spyro for quite some time now, and as you guys know, so far we've only received one trailer, that being the reveal trailer for the Reignited Trilogy. However, though, aside from that, things have been pretty quiet on the Spyro home front, unless of course you are following the Spyro the Dragon Twitter handle. Over the past sort of month and a half, ever since Spyro the Reignited Trilogy was first revealed, the Spyro Twitter handle has been tweeting out a bunch of concept pieces, new screenshots, as well as a few new gameplay clips. I thought in this video today we'd just sit down and basically take a look at all of the stuff that has been posted on the Spyro the Dragon Twitter handle. It is some new content, so for the people who haven't seen this stuff, you guys are in for a treat. We should also know that E3 is just around the corner, and because Spyro is set to release in September of this year, I would say it's extremely likely that we will be receiving another new trailer for the game sometime next week. This first clip right here is a brand new clip that was posted on June 1st and basically shows us another area of Stone Hill, and my god dude, it is looking absolutely beautiful. This would be the first real gameplay clip that we've actually seen of the game with no editing involved or no cuts. We can also see the gem counter at the top left of the screen, which looks really nice. I like the kind of little sort of pulsating effect it's got going on every single time you collect a gem. It looks really good. When you compare this though to how it looks in the original version, man, I gotta say that the colors just absolutely popped in the Reignited Trilogy. This scene is a really good example of that. You guys will notice that the skybox with the blue and the white clouds, it just absolutely pops. All of the brown to do with the dirt and the architecture, and then of course all the green grass. I love how the colors just pop in your eyes. It's awesome. Another detail that I did notice as well is Toys for Bob have seemed to have kept the same animations, which is actually a good thing. They look a little bit more refined now, but for the most part they seem to be the same animations that we once had in the original game. When Spyro kills the sheep herder dude, he kind of falls back into like a backflip. This is the exact same animation that was present in the original game, but it is cool to see that they're basing a lot of the stuff around the original, which obviously does make sense, seeing as this is essentially a remake. Also, the fire burns on the ground, so whenever Spyro breathes fire, the ground beneath him actually becomes burnt. Like, god, the attention to detail, it's beautiful. Next up is some concept art for Misty Bog, and we get to see some of the new architecture that is going to be within the game. Now, like we've seen, the levels are designed based off of their originals, but in terms of the architecture and extra little details that are present within the environment space, like new trees, or of course more foliage, these are new details added to the map to of course bring the game up to current day standards. Spyro levels, as you guys should know, were very bland, and no disrespect towards that, but in terms of what was put into each level, there wasn't a lot of stuff, and this is due to the hardware restrictions of the PlayStation 1. Nowadays, with what we have, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, putting lots of little decorative items and objects into the world space is totally possible, and this is one aspect of the Reignited Trilogy that I'm really looking forward to. This piece of concept art right here, once again, is from Misty Bog, and it's a good example of exactly this. Toys for Bob have actually put in the original shot of this little hollow area, and as you guys can see, it's pretty bland. There was like no decorative items or objects present within the hollow area. But here in the concept art, this is the Reignited Trilogy version of that exact hollow. We now have stone tiles everywhere, grass, roots and bit of foliage sticking out of the walls with water dripping down them. I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful, and this is only a concept art. We also have a short 3-second clip of another scene from Misty Bog. We don't actually get to see too much in this clip other than Spyro breathing some fire, but it's looking nice. Next up is an updated look at the fat Nork that guards the Dark Hollow. There's a few of them in this level, and this is the updated version of him. Looking really nice. Again, it's cool to see that Toys for Bob are basing everything off of the original. They're not taking too much away from the original, and that's a really important thing, especially when looking towards remastering or of course remaking a game. We also have a concept art of this section of the Dark Hollow right here, and man does it look absolutely amazing with all the extra details added to this scene, especially when you compare it to the original, where there's really not much in this room at all. In the Reignited Trilogy version, we've got candles all over the place, the lighting looks really nice in the concept, and it would actually seem to be that this room has actually transformed into that of a library, just due to all of the paper that's like all over the ground. The walls now contain a lot of books, as if they're being used for bookshelves, and it looks to be that there is some kind of shrine on this platform over here where Spyro is standing, whereas in the original there was no extra detail details on this platform whatsoever. The only thing was, of course, a dragon. Here we have a 4-second clip of the bull tamer Nork, as well as the bull itself from the town square world. Again, we don't get to see too much because it's only 4 seconds, but the models are looking really, really nice. Again, it's cool to see that Toys for Bob are basing it off the original. The bull taming Nork looks pretty close to what he looks like in the original game, but of course only updated, and the same goes for the bull as well, even down to the detail of having the red tips on his horns. So very nice to see. Here's a new shot of High Caves from the Reignited Trilogy, and oh my god, this is probably one of the best comparisons we've actually seen. The Spyro Twitter handle actually put the old version right next to the new version. We can now easily identify that Spyro is actually within a snow environment with all of the snowy mountains in the background and with all the snow on top of the roofs over there. I mean, it just looks jaw-dropping. This right here is a new screenshot of the ice caverns with the cheeky snowball throwing Nork in the background right there, with of course some updated architecture as well. And the same also goes for Peacekeepers. Now, I was actually trying to find like exactly where this screenshot was taking place within Peacekeepers itself from the original to kind of get a comparison, but I couldn't actually find it, and this is due to just like, again, the new architecture. It is sort of hard to distinguish what area is what from the original to the remastered version, when of course the remastered version has a lot of new architecture. But again, Peacekeepers is looking really, really nice with the desert environment and the new architecture. That explosion effect also looks really good. That is it, guys. That's all of the extra pieces of like concept art and screenshots and a few different video clips that the Spyro Twitter handle has posted out in the time that we've actually received the reveal trailer up until now. So like I was saying, E3 is around the corner. We are bound to receive a brand new Spyro trailer. I would say likely that this next trailer will most likely feature Spyro 2 in similar fashion to the way that Vicarious Visions ended up advertising the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy, where they show the first game, eventually the second game, and then close to release they show the third game. I'm really pumped to see more of the Spyro Reignited Trilogy, mainly because we actually haven't seen overly too much of this game so far, only small little clips, screenshots, and that very first trailer. So yeah, my body is ready to see more of this beauty. Bring it to me, Toys for Bob. Give it to me. However, guys, in the comment section down below, let me know your thoughts and opinions towards Spyro the Reignited Trilogy so far. I would love to know. However, guys, I've been Cynical. Hopefully you dudes are having a fantastic day. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.
Hit them on the page, you'll be coming through stunning. Gold in my mouth when you suckers be bluffing. Milk crank, gaming up your bitch though. Catch me in the back playing Super Nintendo.